UFC 214 results, winners, bonuses, highlights, attendance and gate numbers. Jon Bones Jones is back and he's the greatest of all time. On Saturday night, Jones regained his UFC Client heavyweight title with a definitive third-round TKO win over Daniel Cormier to punctuate his superiority over his bitter rival. Cormier did his best to try and close the distance against the longer opponent, but ultimately he was victimized by a high kick from Jones that caught him flush on the chin. Cormier is tough as nails, but he was badly hurt. He stumbled around trying to regain his wherewithal, but he couldn't find his balance. Jones pounced on him and pounded him out until referee John McCarthy was forced to call an end to the fight. You can make the argument that he waited about 10 seconds too long to pull the plug. It took a few minutes before Cormier was able to stand, and once he was on his feet, he didn't take the loss well. He tried to leave the octagon before listening to the final decision, but UFC President Dana White talked him out of it. Jones was emotional and classy in victory. He thanked fans for sticking by him through his mistakes and Cormier for motivating him. He also said Cormier was a great human being, father, and husband and the type of man he aspires to become one day. That was pretty significant considering the type of insults the two men exchanged leading up to the bout. Cormier was still inconsolable. He wept on the shoulder of his team and was sad and humbled when he spoke to Joe Rogan afterward. Cormier said, "If he wins both times, I guess there is no rivalry." That was pretty significant considering the type of insults the two men exchanged leading up to the bout. Cormier was still inconsolable. He wept on the shoulder of his team and was sad and humbled when he spoke to Joe Rogan afterward. Cormier said, "If he wins both times, I guess there is no rivalry." Tyron Woodley defends his title against Damian Maia. This wasn't the most action-packed fight, but it was tactically interesting. Woodley defended the title successfully with a great game plan. He stuffed 24 takedown attempts from Maia and he landed the only strikes of any significance in the fight. Fans booed as Maia desperately shot for takedowns and Woodley shook them off and sidestepped every attempt brilliantly. Woodley fought a smart fight and he did what he had to do to win. That said, no one would pay to see this again. Here's a look at the rest of the results, bonus winners, attendance and gate numbers and major announcements from the event. Major announcement: the UFC is making its first trip to mainland China on November 25. UFC Shanghai is coming.